All right, so I just realized that the agility potion from Iclarin's Little Helper is actually completely RNG. So unfortunately, I didn't get the right apparition. So it's gonna drop me an attack potion. So at this point, it's still worth for me to finish for the thieving XP, but I need to find another way to do this. What's it called? Whatchamacallit, the agility. All right, update. So I did just realize I could actually technically do this at 30. Yeah, I think it gives you the pie gives you a +5. I could do this at 31. What is it? Potions. Is it 36 I need? 34. I can do this at 29. So 29 herblore, and I need a toad flax. And I can make, which I can do the unfinished potion, but I need to get a toad. So I need to figure out how to get a toad flax. But once I do that, I'll actually be able to boost from 29. So that's a lot less than I may need. So now I gotta kind of figure out what quests I can actually do. Let's see if we can figure this out. Alrighty, there's 57 agility, relic offense, and Yanil dungeon. Okay. Alright, so I think this is what I have to give him, the slop of compromise. Oh, I don't use it on chair. Use it on this guy. Yep. So there's 1,000 farming XP. Okay, you did give me 20. Perfect. 1,000 crafting XP. Don't think that got me a level. And cooking XP. So, boom. 7 more council. Okay, 20 farming. Yeah, so just 20 farming. So that's good because I need 26. But 20 farming, I can do the Garden of Death. I think it's the Garden of Death. Let me look. Garden of Death. 20 farming, yeah. So that's going to give me 10,000 farming XP, which will be well and enough. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. That's Garden of Death done. And that puts us from 22. Although you now discover the old ones, you feel there could be more to find. Perhaps you should continue exploring, so you can really translate these stone tablets. 30 farming. Sheesh. All right, I guess that's 52 strength here. Just back to fishing for now. Decided to take a little break after doing all the farming stuff. I'm kind of just going to sit here and do more fishing and hope we can get that agility potion. But if it takes too long, I'll just start doing the other plan. But for now, I'm kind of fine AFKing fishing here. I got stuff to do on the main Ironman, so yeah, kind of cool with that. All right, missed it. Got this last night. Just logged on now, but 78 fishing here. Still no Jekyll and Hyde for the agility potion, but not really in a rush. I can kind of just continue fishing here for a long time. The goal is, where is it? What would that be? Rod, right? The goal is 87 for sacred eels. And then I don't really know what I need for, is it an other? No. I don't know if it's going to show me your meats, maybe? Dissect sacred eels, yeah. The cooking for the eels here. That will get me basically Zulrah scales, and I'll be doing that for a lot of the fishing. But I need that agility potion for the cooking, and of course we're still like 9 levels off of that, so not a huge rush, but yeah, that's the plan. Another thing I'm definitely gonna have to do soon is smithing giant dwarf and kind of get our gold made, because I need to craft that into gold jewelry so that I can high elk it. I need some magic levels for that, but that's probably how we're gonna get a lot of our earlier GP before we start Slayer. Once we start Slayer, we pretty much have enough GP, so not too worried about that. But yeah, I think that's how we're gonna get our early game GP that we need. We'll probably get like, I don't know, I think they'll elk for like between 300 to 700 each, depending on what we make. And we've got probably, you know, I don't even know how many gold bars we have, a couple thousand, like about 3,000. So we're kind of chilling on that. But yeah, we need to get the magic up for that for elking. All right, guys, that's 53 strength. So not too bad. How we looking here? 4K left in agility, 100K till 79 fishing. So still waiting for that Dr. Jekyll here. So we'll see. I gotta look into these random events more because I just did the school tutor thing and I forgot it gives you a book of knowledge. I wasn't even gonna do it, and then I was like, oh man, maybe I'll do it just in case it gives me like, I don't know, like a herb or whatever, some kind of item that would be nice to have. And you know, I got a book of knowledge and 350 or 340 herblore XP. So you know, it adds up. It definitely adds up. We need to get to 26 to start doing these Harlanders. So I'll absolutely take it. All right, there's 31 farming. Just raking this first patch. I think we were only like 20 XP away from that. So, yep. I'm going to do a couple of my allotments to strawberries and sweet corn, I guess. It'd be nice to get a couple super composts, but right now I just got kind of regular compost starting off the journey, and I think that this is kind of the only way I can do this. So, unfortunately, it's going to be the way it goes, and this one's going to be filled with regular weeds for now. I think it's like 10 you need? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just remembered I could talk to Sherlock super quick for one of the steps. I don't know if I can use this patch, but we'll see. I think I can. Well, let's take a peek. All right, so I could use it, so no problem there. I want to do another patch. I don't know which one I should do, though. Realistically, I don't have any of this. Is good because I can just kind of hit these on the way to my teleport. I don't know if any other herb patches. Like, I don't have Civitas unlocked yet. Don't have Trollheim. Farming Guild I can't do yet. I don't have... Alrighty, that's 58 agility. Port Phasmatis, Ectopule. Okay, so that's actually pretty good for us. What are we? 9K away from strength, another 23K from agility, and we're sitting at 56K away from another fishing level. I need to go harvest our herbs because they're ready. Hopefully we don't have any dead ones. The less dead ones, the better, to be honest, to get to our level that we need. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We got 3 patches to harvest from, so I'm gonna go do that now, and then we'll see what happens. The one thing that is nice that I have with this account already is these secateurs. So that gives you 5 or 10%, something like that, bonus yield. So you know, it'll work out. It'll work out. We basically just need to get lucky here, kind of. But yeah, let's hope we get some non-dead herbs. That's kind of all we're hoping for right now. Okay. Looks like everything's alive so far. All right, first thing we're gonna do is grab these Harlanders. Let's see how many we get. So it's regular compost. I think we should get minimum 5. Okay, no, minimum 4. Let's grab our compost out of here. 5. Yeah, it should be minimum 5 herbs we're gonna get off this. I'm also gonna plant some limpworts here too. So I estimated that we'd get like 5 or 6 per on average, and I kind of hope that that's true. If not, gonna be a little tough here. Let me say. But we'll always use our weeds on this. Boom. And we close that up. All right, let's clean these. Okay. 26 XP there. Let's see what the next one gives us. All right, so 5 off this one. It's probably pretty average. Really do wish we had some super compost, but it is what it is. Next, we're going to go to Falador. I'm not going to harvest these sweet corns yet because I want to make... damn, I kind of fucked up there, but I'm not going to go back. I want to make compost in all of those, and then I think I can add like a potion or whatever, some shit to make it the super compost. So hopefully, I think I'm not wrong. I might be though. God damn, you know, you never know. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so far we're at 9, which is kind of shitty. I was kind of hoping for around 60 total from these seeds, roughly. That would give us about 80 energy potions, which will get us like 5,000 plus XP. But we still got to clean. Let's just hope this thing isn't dead. It died. All of them died here. What the fuck's going on here? It died like right away too. Didn't even make it. God damn. Alright, well, that's a wasted seed. Worst case scenario, I go back to Master Farmer. I gotta go back anyway, so not the worst thing on the planet, but god damn. Only 9, eh? From 3 seeds. That sucks. So I'll do this. We'll get 2 batches of compost, and I'll look into the super compost stuff. I'll do the limport here too. That'll be quite nice if we can get both of these harvested. So let's see. All right, so one thing I didn't take into account was compost potions. So even though I don't have the farming level to make super compost necessarily yet, until basically we get to 45 in the farming guild, what I can do is I can use some Harlanders. I'll lose 7.5 XP, but I'm only gonna make a couple of them. I can make compost potions. So if I use 2 Harlanders, well, let's say I use 4 Harlanders, that'll give me 3 4-dose potions, which will give me 12 super compost. Mix it with volcanic ash, that'll give me 12 ultra compost, which will basically make up for the Harlanders that we spent on it, technically. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. I didn't realize how many we get. We get 4 every time with our mining level. I think they buffed that recently because it had to. I'm pretty sure it was like between 1 and 4 before. I know it was dependent on your mining level, but getting 4 every time now is like it's kind of decent. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'll mine a little bit of this. I'll maybe mine like 250 or so. And then we'll have a little bit left over. But what I'll do is I'll make, the 4 compost potions, which I need Harlander and then the volcanic ash, and then I'll use that on the compost bin or whatever, or it's like a normal compost or something like that. That'll give me super compost, and then I use this to make ultra compost. It might actually just be like, I wonder, compost potion. What does that do? Can use a dose on a bucket of compost. Okay, so so I gotta use a bucket of compost. So this will be good for now. But if we do, like, let's say, okay, I gotta get to a farming store. So I'll go grab that, and then we'll continue. All right, we're 2 out of 3. We got 5 from the first one, which is not bad. Let's rake this quick. All right, let me rake this. I'll be back. And we're gonna close that up. All right, let's see how many we get from here. I want at least 5. But again, we don't have ultra compost on these guys. Okay, all right, 5. Okay. All right, can't be too mad at that. I think we're gonna get a herblore level here. Boom, 25. That's Ranar's. And our last one, we're gonna have to run from Lumbridge. Well, technically I could go from Mud Skipper Point, right? I gotta find a good way to get here, man. Because this is kind of rough right now. Running from Lumbridge. But, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? We gotta do what we gotta do. Damn, so our Limpwort died, unfortunately. That would have given us a little bit more XP for Herblore. Same with both of our sweet corns. But let's hope we get another 5 from here. 3. Of course, we only get 4. All right, well, we got super compost in there at least. We'll go here and we will throw our buckets in there. Grab a little bit more Herblore XP, and then we're going to go Castle Wars. Okay, let's see what we're working with so far in terms of Harlanders. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so 38. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is it Terroman? Is that what's gonna get us? Because we'll make a couple strength potions. Let's do 3 of these. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, a couple Limpworts. So this should make us a couple strength potions. 50 XP per. And again, we're really just working through this level. So technically I can make compost potions. But yeah, we need to start back on Master Farmers. So I guess that's what I'll do. I don't have food though, which is a little bit of an issue. And we got 2,700 Karambwans ready to cook. Oh man, like if I could just get that Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. How unfortunate. 4 levels above Master Farmer so far. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably start banking some salmon. Let's see. Let me grab feathers. I'm gonna figure out what the best spot to kind of bank this is. Okay, so I think instead of fishing, I'm gonna go right to thieving. But I'm gonna steal a full inventory of cakes from Artie. That'll get me pretty shit healing, but I'm gonna do that. Use the cakes up on the way to Sears Village, because you can get stews for 10 coins at Sears Village. They heal like 10 or 15 or something like that. So I'll do cakes, do an inventory, bank it, run to Sears, grab stews, do an inventory, bank it, and then hopefully be good. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oh no, I probably can't steal from there. All right. Some other dickheads over here stealing. So let's just let's do it too. Why not? He'll see me here. Okay. I'll figure this out. All right. That should be enough for now. Now we'll go steal here. I will eventually be going Master Farmer and Farming Guild, but of course I need a couple more levels for that. So, oh yeah, and failed the first one right away. Of course. Let's see. Harlander seed though first time. Too bad. All right, let me do this for a while. All right, there's 43 thieving. I'm probably not gonna really record all that many, because I just I can't be asked, to be honest. And I'm listening to an audiobook, so if I get any more, you guys will see maybe when I get a Harlander seed or something like that, but that's about it. All right, so almost a full level before our first Harlander, but that's all right. I have to get thieving levels anyway, so I'm not too distraught about it. These are the seeds I'm going to keep so far, mainly focusing on birdhouse runs, stuff like strawberry seeds for super compost, XP, stuff like that. Almost through our first inventory of cakes, and then I don't know if I go to stews, to be honest, but we'll see. There's a Terroman seed. I got other seeds to farm, to be fair, but Harlander's kind of what we're looking at right now for sure. So the more we can get of that, the better. All right, there's 32 farming, and that's now Ranar's. All right, no deaths, but no dead herbs. But I am kind of upset that I didn't make this ultra compost earlier, because I would have basically got probably on average double the amount of herbs. Let's hope we get a good amount from this patch, though. Okay, we got 7. That's better than nothing. I'll take it. Let's kind of look at where we're at here. Let's see. Yeah, so let's clean these guys. And let's see what we have banked. So, if we throw these in here, boom, boom, like that, or we should have 61. Okay, so that's kind of roughly what I thought. So if we refresh this, we're going to include this, and we're going to include our Guams, which is making an unfinished potion. I guess the Guams ignore. Oh wait, no, that's giving us something. What about the Marintils? 23. So if we include that, what are these Terroman potions? So we have enough with just the Marintils and the Harlanders. We have enough, and that's making compost potions. If we make energy potions, yeah, so we do have enough. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go find where we can get chocolate dust. chocolate dust, and we need to buy chocolate bars, which I don't know where the best shop would be. I'd probably say probably Artie is gonna be our best thing here because I don't have enough recipe for disaster stuff done yet. So they sell at Artie for 10 and they have 9 and 7. There's 2 of them. So what I can do here is grab these out, and we basically just need to bank 60 something of them, and then we're going to be grinding them up. As for our anti-poisons, we need unicorn horns. So I can go kill a couple unicorns in Barbarian Village, I guess, like around Edgeville, I think is probably our best bet. But then we finally are able to boost for the agility potion. I do need to go kill the nature spirits though, which I believe I can do no problem. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So here, of course. Okay, well, can I trade this guy? I can, okay. So now I'm just gonna hop worlds and grab about 60 of these. So I'll be back. It's kind of funny doing all this and then just being on my main Ironman looking at this with just millions of XP waiting to be made. And we're on the hardcore buying our chocolate. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, just finished up making the unfinished Harlanders. So we got 2 botanical pies here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to eat it. And then we're going to make these potions here. So let's put them right there. And we're going to see where this gets us. So boom. Let's put this back in here. And now let's make these super energies. So 68 will give you 67.5 XP. So a little bit more than the calculator was estimating. So let's see kind of what this gets us to. There's 26 for Blur. So now we don't actually have to care about a boost at all anymore for this, but I thought we have a lot of the tops, so I'm not too concerned about it. So there's the first inventory down. I want to avoid kind of making the Marintil ones if we have to, but I think we'll have to do a couple, which won't be that big of a deal. We need to go to the Tree Spirit after this anyways, so that's where we're going to get our Toad Flax from. There's 27. So 2 more levels, and we still got like half of our... Yeah, we still got half left. Yeah, we might actually make that. That'll be about 10, and then... Yeah, I think we're going to make it. I do. I think we're going to make it. That's phenomenal. There's 28. Okay, we need about... Yeah, we got enough, I think, for this. Should get it off of this inventory, actually. Perfect. Very, very happy about this. So this solves our issue then. Now we just need a Toad Flax, and we boost, and we need to make 2 agility potions, so I need to get 2 Toad Flax, but it's okay because I'll probably stay at the spirits anyways until I get a rune axe as well. There's 29, boom. Energy mix, okay. I guess I can make that using the caviar stuff too, technically, if I needed more XP, but there we go. So that's 61 energy potions made there. Perfect, so we don't need to go do any of the anti-poison. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our chaos runes, our fire, and no, we don't need those, and our air runes, like this. I might grab a couple cakes. I need a Drawman staff. And I need a fire staff. So I think I have a Drawman staff, yep. And then we're going to be going to... maybe I need... Let's grab an anti-poison too. I don't know if these things can poison us, but better safe than sorry. So let's grab that. And I think they're safe spottable, so I don't think we have to worry about that. So we need to go to BKQ. So I'm going to go get there and then I'll continue. Forgot I also... I'll need an axe to do this too. Alright, so what I see here is it looks like it's a 1 in 21.33 drop. So I've killed 8 so far, and we're through this. So I'll be able to basically hit 1.5 times the rate. So hopefully we get 2 out of that. That would be really nice. And we should be on the rate for a rune axe too. We've gotten a mithril axe, 2 of them actually so far. Oh, 3, never mind. Yeah, I just really hope that we get these herbs. Or it's not a big deal. I just have to go buy more runes, but we'll see. All right, that's something. We did get a rune axe, so we previously were using a steel axe up until 54 woodcutting, so this is a big upgrade until we go to DKs way in the future, which I'll probably only go for initially, just to Rex, to safe spot him. Okay, alright, it's giving me hope. We're just over halfway through our runes. There's our first Toad Flax. So just one more, please, Gegek, please. Second rune axe there. Okay. It's not a bad alk, I guess. What kind of sucks about this place is that they don't give you full magic XP. If we were getting full magic XP there, we probably would have gotten like 2 levels more, because it's basically only giving us splashing XP. I don't know why they made that a thing. Maybe this is just kind of strong, I guess, for early Ironman, but it's a little odd. It's a little odd, to be fair, so... Alright, we'll go through our air runes first, and then we'll go through our fire runes. It should be able to get us quite a few kills. And I forgot my axe again. Oh, man. Alrighty, so there's the second Toad Flax. Now what we're going to do is go to... probably Mudskipper Point. I got to get to Taverley. What's the best way for me to do that? Probably Berthorpe, actually. Go to Berthorpe. We're going to run over to Taverley. We're going to grab some of the toad leg things. Then we're going to boost, make the agility potion. And then we're going to go ahead and finish Taibawana Trio. And we're going to cook all of the Karambwans, get 70 cooking. And then once we have 70 cooking, what we're going to do is start on some combats and questing, because we are finally done that. And then when I want AFK, I just go back to barbarian fishing. Now we don't need to carry the Irit on us actually anymore. Just missed it, but there's 52 magic as well. So 3 more levels until we can high alk officially. I could always just splash that, to be fair, and then once we have high alk, we do smithing, and then that's how we continue with our magic training. We'll do all our gold bars, make all the jewelry we can, and then we'll smith the rest of the gold bars into like gold bracelets or some random thing like that. I only need about 4 or so of these unicorn horns to finish this, so it's not too bad. I could just safe spot these guys. Not that I really need to be fair, but not too bad. Not too bad. So we get a couple of these. I grind that down, boom, into the dust, and then we go and mix that with our, whatchamacallit, Marintils. And I can go to Artie to go get some of the vial packs. I think I'm going to have to hop here, but alright, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go, 30, so there's Herblore and all of that. So now, let's grab back out our Toadflax, our vials, not that many, and our legs. Okay, so now we eat this in there. And the fabled agility potion is there. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to change our left click to use. So now I can't drink it accidentally. And now, let's go ahead and finally finish Taibawana Trio. Let me open this up. Boom, where are you at? Ethical Helper, Recipe for Disaster, Taibawana Trio. All right. A lot of fucking stuff we needed for that. Okay, what part are we on here? Okay, so I need my Karambwan vessel. I need Karambwanjis. What else do I need here? I already did the Joger bones. I think we have the spear. Yeah, we got the spear. Let's grab out a pestle and mortar. All right, I'm gonna go finish this, and then we'll start cooking. Look at this! I just noticed there was another fight going on in the background there. That's weird. So now I did it. Slayed the thing. Go on the hunt. Okay, so now I gotta kill a monkey. The quest helper's all fucked up right now. I don't know what's going on. So now Tinsei. Where the fuck is it? Talk to Tinsei on Cairn Island. Okay, so that's what I need to do now. So now I'll go to the monastery, and I'm gonna use CKR. Alrighty, finally! Taibawana trio done. So some strength, some attack, some cooking, and some fishing. We're not gonna get a level from this though, which is kind of interesting. 2 quest points too, which is very good. So now, if we look up Karambuan OSRS, must speak to Tinsei in his hut. So where the fuck is this guy? He's in one of these huts somewhere. Tinsei. Where are you, buddy? I think he's down here somewhere. Tamaya Tinsei. There you are. So I open this bamboo door and we talk. There you go. Boom. There we go. We got another 5,000 cooking XP. And I think if I talk to the other people too, I think I get bonus XP. So if I go and talk to this guy, yeah, there's a couple more XP there. And then I think the last one, I go talk to this guy and I should get some like fishing XP, I think. Pretty sure. Let's see here. No, not trade. Actually, I do need a new one of these though, I think. Use that on there for now. No, talk. So do that. Yep, there's some more of that. So now what I'll do, of course I don't have a teleport. Let me go to Castle Wars. And I need to figure out where I want to cook these. Probably Birth Rope, I think, is my best bet right now. Unless I go to that Hosidius kitchen thing, which might actually not be a bad idea. Let's see. So that Hosidius cooking thing, I think is like here. Yeah, you do this, boom, boom. Maybe we'll do that. Might not be a bad idea. AKR. Yeah, let's do that. So now we'll grab out some of our energy potions that we took so long to get. And we'll go to AKR, and I'll see you guys when we start cooking. Alright guys, I decided to just go here because it's making me do the easy Kebos, Karen and Kebos diary, which I kind of want to just chill out for a little bit now on this account. So, get back to Hydra on my main Ironman. But, yeah, this is kind of how I went about getting the agility potion. I'm sure there were better ways to do it. But I know it's very annoying before you start Slayer. Like, I kind of went a different route on this account on my main Ironman. I think I just had enough herbs kind of from cleaning, doing Slayer slowly and Chaos Druids and other stuff like that. But, you know, I'm happy I went with this way. So, I mean, you guys can follow, you know, kind of the way I did this. Might be inefficient. I'm sure there's probably better ways, but now we can just chill and do some of this Karambuan stuff. So like I said, technically we should burn about 21% of these over the course. We're going to burn a lot more, you know, earlier, but as our level goes up, we'll burn significantly less. So I did overestimate, and we got about 71 banked in XP if we perfectly cooked all them. So this should be enough to get a 70 for Recipe for Disaster. Once we're done kind of doing this AFK stuff, I'm going to immediately start on more questing. And then combat stuff, and we do need to figure out kind of range, getting our range up, because that's level 1 still. Melee combats and stuff, I can always just kind of AFK at the gemstone crab or whatever it's called on Varlamore now. Same with range once I get it high enough, but I want to get I want to rush kind of up to the point where I can get an Avas, so I'm not spending as much money. If we're getting into the territory where we do need more GP, I'm probably just going to shift and go over to smithing. We'll knock out our gold ore and smithing and some of our mithril ore. And then we'll make our bracelets and jewelry, training our crafting. And then at that point, we'll have enough to alch our gold bracelets and stuff. Doing that, I'll probably splash for the magic levels. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, but I definitely want 55 magic too. So that's kind of the goal for next episode. That's what we're going to be doing. But for now, we get to kind of just chill and cook our karambwans. You know, we banked 2,700 of them. So now we're also good on food for probably the majority of our early Slayer, which is very nice to knock out of the way. I never had this good of food when I started Slayer on my main Ironman. So yeah, some other things we want to get first. Enough farming to be able to do tithe. At that point, we're going to also get the seed box and possibly the herb pouch as well, or the herb sack. Then we don't need to spend Slayer points on it at all. And then we'll have the gem bag, the seed box, and the herb sack to start off with Slayer. So it just makes it makes it like a life-changing kind of items, to be honest, for early Slayer on this account. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I gotta edit down a lot of clips where I was kind of just talking and only really kind of get onto the points that we really needed to get across. But yeah, this is a good start. It took me fucking forever to get that agility potion. Again, if you guys want to try it, you can get lucky on Iclarin's little helper and get the agility potion from it, but it's not a guarantee. So it's like a 25% chance that you can get that, or like a 33% chance, because I don't think you get one of them anymore. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. So I'm just gonna continue cooking here, and we'll start off next video probably with the cooking level. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, leave a comment. Let me know kind of what you did for the agility potion.